help them figure out direction and find their way. Now we use GPS. But kids in the know understand that maps are more than lines on a page. If you read them carefully and listen closely, you can hear the stories they tell about the people in those communities. Join us as we explain what we learn about the stories maps tell. Our group has investigated Iraq. Watch our video and see what we learned about this community.
We are reading about maps in Iraq. We are trying to find stories from maps. We are investigating on Iraq. Our map is for finding Iraq and other countries. And it's also for finding the atmosphere. Iraq is in the western hemisphere. Hi, I am here to tell you about the land cover of Iraq. The key will help us find out what Iraq is and what it mostly looks like. Iraq is mostly orange, and if you look at the key here, it says orange is mostly semi-desert and desert, so it must mean this. Iraq is mostly semi-desert and desert. If you go to the north, you will see a bit of green, and if you go back here, you can see that green is cropland. Hi, today I'm going to teach you about the growing season of Iraq. Iraq is right around in between here, in between my two fingers. The growing season in Iraq is the day we're going to talk about. The key over here talks about all the levels of the growing season. Here in Iraq, right in between my fingers, at the end right here, there's just about a teeny inch of all year outside. And above, like on the corner of the rock, like here, there's just a little bit of 6 days. But most of Iraq is pretty much done. The 8th. Which means that they grow a lot of crops and they have a lot of fruits and vegetables for the summer, which means probably their clothing would be more of, I would say, the type of clothing that you wear in the summer. I have a question. Do they get this water for the crops from the rain or the rain?
Hi, I'm Owen. I'm presenting a lecture report. Here's the key that tells us the rainfall per year. So, here is Iraq. Iraq is mostly 0 to 10 inches per year and 10 to 20 inches per year. But if we look more, we see that it's 20 to 40 inches per year. And the question from the growing season was that how do Iraq's plants get water? The answer is that they get water from the river and they get water from the rain, because the river connects to most of the plants on both sides, and if the plants are far away from the river, rain falls on the plants and makes them get water. But mostly in the north side, most of the plants are mostly dead because too much water falls per year and they get yellow, but most of the plants are still alive.
Today I'm going to tell you about the elevation in Iraq. The key will tell us the elevation in the whole map, but we're going to stick to Iraq. So the elevation is 2,000 to 5,000, and a little bit of 0 to 500, and on the edge I think there's 1,000 to 2,000.
Today I'm going to talk about the land use of Iraq. Here's the key, and here's Iraq. In Iraq, The land used is commercial farming, no widespread use, and nomadic herding. Nomadic herding means farming with animals. Thank you for listening to our backstory.
The line cover Iraq explains a lot. Most of Iraq is semi-desert and desert. In the north corner of Iraq has a mix of cropland and grassland,
Which means there are a lot of fruits and vegetables there. You might find tomatoes, corn, and carrots.
The land use in Iraq is commercial farming, subsistence farming, and nomadic herding, which means there are many herds of animals, but they are not on farms. We think the clothing in Iraq is lightweight because it's a really hot area. Women wear scarves to protect themselves from sun and sun. They wear cotton galabayas because it's good clothing for a hot area. They wear sandals because they're cool. The men wear something very similar. They also wear a galabaya and sandals. We think the homes in Iraq are mostly made from clay, mud, or brick. This is because they live in semi-desert or desert, which means there's a lot of sand to make cement or brick. The roofs in Iraq are flat because there's not a lot of rain or snow. Let's find out what's happened with the Thailand group.
Our group investigated Thailand. Watch our video to see what we learned about this community.
I'm going to talk about the political map of Thailand. Thailand is in the southeast of Asia. Its capital is Bangkok. Bangkok is in the south of Thailand. The language is called Thai. Hi, today I'm going to talk about the land cover map of Thailand. Here, as you can see, Thailand is mostly yellowish and a little bit and light and dark green. And when we go to the key, you can see that the yellow is cropland and the green is mostly bread leaf. That means that the people of Thailand have enough food. Hi, I'm going to talk about the rainfall map of Thailand. If we look at Thailand, it's mostly dark blue and light blue. So if we look at the key here, it's mostly 40 to 80 inches and over 80 inches per year. The weather in Thailand generally marked by 3 seasons. 1, the rainy, 2, the hot, and the cool seasons. The climate is controlled by tropical monsoons and is humid across most of the year. Hi, I'm going to talk about the growing season of Thailand. The growing season in Thailand is all year because it's all orange, and that must mean it must rain a lot and it must be hot. And that means they must have enough food to eat all year. Hi, today I'm going to be talking about the elevation map of Thailand. Here is the elevation key of Asia and also the elevation feet above sea level. And if you look at Thailand, it's green and yellow. And then you look back at the feet above sea level and you see it's got 500 to 1,000 and 1,000 to 2,000. This means that there's no elevation. I'm going to talk about
the land use map of Thailand?
Thailand is green, purple, and red. Red means urban, green means commercial farming, and purple means no food use. Thailand is mostly green.
This means they grow a lot of crops and they have a lot of farms.
Thank you for listening to our Thailand story.
In the southeast of Thailand, there is a sea called South China Sea. So it's a good place to find lots of fish.
Thailand is mainly cropland, and that means they are able to grow lots of crops such as corn, wheat, and tomatoes.
The land use of Thailand is commercial farming. This means they sell a lot of crops and animals to other countries.
The women of Thailand wear blouse called maham, so when it rains they don't get soaked. They wear long skirts called fazi. They also wear sandals. The men and boys wear a shirt with lace to tie up and 3/4 sleeves. They wear short pants called sador to keep warm when it rains. They wear lightweight clothing because it rains a lot, but it's hot, so they want to keep dry but cool. After eating the mess, we found out homes are usually made out of wood. It rains a lot, so there are plenty of plants and wood to make homes.
The roofs are pointy, so the water slides out. The homes are raised on poles, so they don't get flooded when it rains. Let's find out what happened with the United Kingdom group.
Our group investigated the United Kingdom. Watch a video to see what we learned about this community.
We're presenting the story about United Kingdom. We're investigating about United Kingdom. United Kingdom is in the Europe. The political map shows where the United Kingdom on the west of the Europe and along the equator. Then the United Kingdom is on the north hemisphere and west of the Mediterranean. Talking about the land cover map for United Kingdom. This is the key for the land cover map of Europe. Now we are going to check the colors of Great Britain. It looks like there's mostly yellow and not a lot of light green. So there's a lot of cropland and not a lot of grassland. That means that there's a lot of farms, but there's not a lot of grass. I'm talking about the rainfall map. Looking at the rainfall map, here is the key. It shows how many inches of rainfall a year. Looking over at the United Kingdom, it has two shades of blue, light blue and dark blue. Looking back over at the key, we see that light blue indicates 20 to 30 inches of rain. Also, directly below light blue, there is dark blue, which indicates 40 to 80% of rainfall a year. So that means that 20 to 80% of rainfall a year. That's a lot of rain. Also, adding on to what we learned about the land use, lots of rain is also very good for croplands, which is also making it quite believable that land use is mostly used for croplands.
We're looking now at the growing seasons. You can see the map that in the north they grow the food for 3 to 6 months. Means that they only grow for 6 months. But if you see in the south they grow for 6 to 8 months out of 12 months. They grow food for 8 months. They grow more food in the south. So if you live in the south, you're really lucky.
It says on here that it is 1,000 to 2,000 above sea level, and around it, it's 0 to 500 above sea level. That means there's not a lot of mountains in Britain.
I am going to talk about the land use in UK.
I'm first going to look at the key of the land use map. Then I'm going to look at United Kingdom to see what color it is. It is red and green. Red means it's a city. It's a big city. And light green means it's commercial farming.
Commercial farming means that it is so much crops they can sell it to other places. United Kingdom is the part of the European. Thank you for watching.
We found out from looking on the map that the United Kingdom has mostly grassland and shrubland, which means that they can grow lots of food and raise animals that eat grass.
So we think there are lots of vegetables and meat. We are talking about clothing in the UK. From looking at the maps, it looks very cold and wet in the UK. So they need to dress warm. They also need good thick clothing for protection from the rain and snow and to keep warm from the cold.
As you can see, they wear thick rubber shoes for walking in the snow and to keep the rain off their feet. They also have fur inside their shoes to keep their feet warm. They often carry an umbrella in case it rains.
We think their homes are made out of brick and wood to keep warm.
They have a chimney for making a fire to keep warm when it's raining or snowing.
The homes usually have small windows which helps the house get warm.
They have a pointy roof to help the rain and snow slide off the roof.
Thank you for watching, and we hope you enjoy learning about math as we did.